Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us, not once, but possibly twice. Today, we will make this short and sweet. Roleplaying Unlimited is back with our Sunday doubleheader, G3, and later on G24. We have a crossover event between both of our Sunday morning tables that will be taking place over the next 4 weeks, leading up to our end game. So, yeah, thank you for joining us today. If you don't know me, I'm Tragically HP. This is the 100th Meridian, where the Great Plains begin. And there is no RU without you.
Things, and unfortunately, those learning things do damage to others at times.
Yep.
Hey, good morning.
Hello.
Hey, morning, Don.
Well, hello, good sir.
Hope you're all having a beautiful Father's Day today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us here for a little clickety-clack and hopefully some adventure.
Clickety clack and smickety smack. Not the drug, just to be clear.
Yeah, just a little 420 here. Although by this time of the day, if I'm multiplying exponentially, I think I'm at 1260. Let's make that 1680. Oh yeah. Sweet nectar.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to go outside to do that, so I don't know if I have time for that or not, but let's do this.
Oh, you definitely do. We have
Hell
our Jhanzur Risen story angle here, which, as I was saying, will coordinate crossover both of our Sunday G1 and G3 tables. Me Ludi, thank you so much for that 3-month Prime sub there, by the way. Much appreciated. Are you with us?
You're welcome.
Hey, that's you! I don't always know. I don't always know real name versus Discord name versus Twitch name. They're not always in the same lineup, so I will try to retain that. Thank you kindly. But if you missed the events that took place in Orlajuo's Sanctum a few weeks back, one of our characters, a staple here at the G1 table, as a matter of fact, played by Sarah Engelbert, she elected to partake in the cuisine of fresh brains and organic concoctions. I use the term loosely. Without any real thought for consequences. And we discovered a tie-in to an event that actually happened a few months back with Johnny Sly. His character is a devotee of the god of murder, known as Jhanzur. Don't ask me why his character is so devoted to this deity, aside from he claims that his character owes his life to Jhanzur. He was in peril, and he is only alive because of the intervention of this deity. But ask anybody with any knowledge of religion, and Jhanzur's primary goal is death, preferably in the most painful, torturous, murderous ways possible. And Johnny rolled something pretty amazing there, or I possibly rolled it. I'm not sure who exactly made the die roll at the time, but he was attempting to commune with Jhanzur in the public tavern. He was successful in getting his deity on the site, who appeared as a smoking spectral creature, as I recall. And once again, without really any thought for consequences, Engelbert introduced herself, interacted with this spiritual evil deity, and she and I alone were in the know that her character was possessed by Jhanzur. And if there were moments at our tables where it seemed her character cared even less about friendly fire damage, that is a direct tie-in to that. I, in fact, told her, I know sometimes you don't care about the area of effect of your spells, but with this spirit inside of you, you will intentionally try to hurt your own party under the guise of, this is just how I've always done things. So, a little peek behind the curtain right there in that respect.
Yeah, didn't really see much of a difference.
And now here we are after the incident at Erlajwo's sanctum. The concoction would have just killed her character outright. I'm sure that she had a few contingencies for restoring herself in such an event. That's probably why she was as fearless as she was. But the Jhanzur avatar inhabiting her body found this a prime opportunity to take over. And we still don't know who or what has sealed Jhanzur in this particular section of the ship. But what we do know is that our characters, following our respective missions in the Donjon Astral Maze, as well as the Red Hold, we have been summoned here to the bridge by Captain Piper to discuss our next move. And let me just... Well, I think Diego said he'll be a little bit late, so I'm not going to tag him again. Hopefully he'll just jump in here with us shortly. But we see all of our characters from the Sunday morning tables. Sunday G1, Sunday G3. All except for Engelbert, who of course is perhaps less of our friend than ever, considering the evil entity that is controlling her. Whether she exists in any fashion right now is up for debate. And as far as Boomkin and her henchmen, that is explained away as she has left. She has departed the TACX crew, stating simply that she wants nothing more to do with what's going on, which is not... it's a pretty true stretch both in and out of game. So that will explain away both of those situations. For our characters who are currently seated at the table, I already have to make some adjustments here. Broly is not with us. Diego will be with us. This should be our lineup right here.
If in there.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Hey, welcome, buddy. So looking at our current lineup here, we have 7 characters who are on standby. Hopefully will join us at some point next week. This will all be one continuous adventure for the next 4 Sundays. So in the event that you're unable to make one of the crossover tables, totally fine. Just be advised that there's likely to be gaps in the story for you. Kind of like a comic book, though. Sometimes all the same characters don't cross over into every issue, is how I'm kind of looking at it.
I will say Varys is going to stay behind on this mission because Zyfax wants him to stay behind just in case other things. Mainly because I don't want to control that many characters at one time.
Sure. Gotcha.
So Varys and Arzor will not be joining us for this coming mission because I'm pretty sure I got enough power with 2 powerhouses.
Stands to reason. And let me just double check something here, because this just looks wrong.
What looks wrong? Is it my ACs on my characters?
Nope. It's Horizon's hit points. 105 looks much better than 46.
A lot, yeah.
I was like, how does he have so... If that was, in fact, your hit points, I was going to call for a reroll. I'm pretty sure Enzo's are not set correctly as well.
I was about to have a stroke.
Yeah, they stay set to whatever it is that I set them to last time, and in some cases, that's all the way back to level 1. So when I imported these characters over to the end game, a lot of characters had, like, no hit points. If you have not already done so, your characters will have benefited from a long rest. Keep in mind, we've just had at least 2 weeks of real downtime. I'm sorry, correction, 6 weeks of real downtime. I meant that to line up with our out-of-game downtime. And we also had the null time zone for any of you who wished to take advantage of that during those 6 weeks in case that time was not sufficient for you to get anything else done. That window of opportunity has since expired, but here we are after that. Your characters all have a long rest. All of your abilities should be restored. Magical items should be recharged as best they can be.
So, one quick question on the staff, my newest item,
Yes.
Majai. How many charges does it start with?
Um,
Yeah.
It should say in the item how many it starts with and how many it regains each day, but I would say, given how many weeks off we've had, if it's something that regains charges each day, it should have charged up to full.
Okay, 50 charges. Got it.
Gotcha. Yeah, same thing for Diego. He's got one of those for one of his characters as well. Otherwise, Captain Piper has summoned you here to the bridge. Or the meeting room, I should say. The war room. We have a very serious problem. If you've not already heard the word, the scuttlebutt, one of your companions has gone amok on the neighboring vessel. And while this normally would not be of great concern to us, the alliance that exists between the Confederacy and the Ministry dictates a response, and your teams are the best equipped and available to handle this, and perhaps more importantly, the most closely associated. And he goes on to explain the nature of everything that I went over there in the opening narration as far as Engelbert's incident in Orlajo's sanctum, how it appeared that she was overcome, violently ill. It appeared that she was near death, if not died, actually, and then was taken over by this malevolent entity known as Jhanzur. We have, I can't even say it's a complete mystery, but the entity is currently sealed within this sanctum aboard the Indomitable, the Ministry's capital ship. It is not a task that even our mightiest of specialists, we would recommend them attempting with a straightforward approach. Our analysts have explored some of the after effects of this, and it appears that some of the locations that your group visited have become inextricably linked to the spirit of Jhanzur, whether it was because Engelbert visited these locations or because you visited them and have a personal tie to her. We can only speculate at this point. But here in the hold of our ship, where you had one of your first encounters against a group of beholders that were threatening to overtake our vessel, there is a dark entity that has manifested near the shield generator controls. We need you to clear this entity. We have also discovered 3 other sites that you have previously visited, which, as explained, some attachment to these sites seems to have drawn entities to them as well. One of them is the Illithid Casino. The second is the small town of Bleak Rock. And the third is the guild hall that many of you used to traverse from Enemir to the moon of Asilia. After you have cleared your objective here in the docking bay, you may attempt these objectives in any order that you see fit. Explore, investigate, whatever you feel you need to do. But these 4 objectives are of the utmost importance, as our research has indicated. Destroying these entities and their whatever link they possess will weaken the spirit of Jhanzur, if not eradicate it entirely. This exists as the only possible way that we see to save your friend, and by extension, save the lives of those that these entities threaten.
I have a simple question.
Yes.
How destructible is your ship? Because the last time I cast a spell in a ship, it didn't go too well.
We would prefer any extraneous damage be kept to a minimum, but we do not expect this entity will follow these rules. If the shield generator is destroyed, it would leave our vessel somewhat compromised, but we are not currently in any worry of attack on that front. Nihilus is currently contained. Our greatest threat, the Ministry, we are currently allied with, and they have problems of their own aboard their own ship. So it is unlikely that anything you can do in the shield generator room will cause any further damage than a temporary exposure to our vessel.
So don't destroy anything that looks important. Just destroy the shadows.
As best you are able. If your very lives are at peril, do what you must.
I get to play. I get to play.
Do you have any questions, or are you ready to proceed to the docking bay?
What does everybody say?
Let's kill the shadows. Let's just kill the Can you hit a shadow? Oh.
I'm ready to follow whatever lead.
Enzo and Cyrano are ready too.
Did you want to bring Elias along with you, or is he going to stay up here?
Let's. Oof.
I left behind my dragon and bears because
It's true.
I don't
Maybe
want them to die.
playing with 2 characters is one thing, but playing with 3 is quite a bit. I don't know. It's been a while too. We're out of sync, and it's probably gonna take forever.
Yep.
So why don't I? Okay, well, let's leave the henchmen then, just for now, and then once we've gotten used to playing again,
Okay,
I'll bring them back.
sure. We'll have access.
realized-
Go ahead, buddy.
You have your worst nightmare on board, the Eldritch Blast Gatling gun. Type 2.
Oh man. Well, it'll be a great chance for Diego to play around with that before endgame. Hey, what the heck's going on here? There we go. So it looks like it'll just be the 8 characters that we have currently seated around the table. We will have access to the judicial between missions, and of course, even during this mission, in case things get absolutely bad, and you're like, we need the henchmen! They are close enough that they can be called upon. But between missions, even, we will have access to yes, we'll bring them, no, we'll leave them behind kind of thing. And let's check out the docking bay.
Is there anybody that has any desire to turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex at any point? Or a giant ape?
Oh,
Only
man.
if I'm dying.
Out right now.
What a way to go.
If I'm dying, by
will
all means,
say-
turn me into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Gotcha.
I will say on the way down, right when we're about to get down to the docking bay area, Reeve will consume a potion of heroism, and then right at the last second before the docking bay's doors open, he'll consume both a potion of heroism and a potion of speed.
Okay. Sounds good. We are familiar enough with the layout of the ship, even if out of game we're not quite as familiar, to know that the shield generator room is going to be at the far south of either of these corridors that lead out of this chamber here. You could take east or west. You could split up if you want to take a flanked attack, because the shield generator room does have an east and a west entrance. So if you don't all want to approach through the same door, because you know it's a 10-foot wide passageway, and you may be a little restricted in how you can approach once initiative gets going.
Hey Daniel, Cyrano chose Find Greater Familiar and Find Greater Steed for his magical secrets. So he's gonna be playing riding atop a griffin now. If one of these days you have a chance to get a token of a griffin for him, that'd be great.
I can knock that out here pretty quickly.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations. Ooh, what's this? Monster Manual expanded. I don't know quite what the difference is, but I'm not going to give you a Griffin. I'm going to give you a Griffin Alpha.
Oh, what's that?
Character
It's a Griffin that drinks protein shakes.
So there is its character sheet. By extension, you should have access to the token. It should be large size.
Griffin Alpha would be Griffandrew Tate.
Looks like your standard Griffin is challenge rating 2. Your Griffin Alpha is challenge rating 3. So 68 hit points compared to 59. Armor class is the same. It's a stronger creature. It's got a bit more charisma and wisdom, and it's got this dive attack ability and a better overall attack and damage.
Yeah, I think I'm going to ease my way into using a mount. I've never done a mount before, so I'm probably going to learn it little by little as I go.
Faux show. There you go. All right, so how do we want to handle this? Looks like Zyfax and Reeve are at the first intersection down the western passageway. Rog and Zero approaching the first intersection on the eastern passageway. And then we've got Diego, John, and Sean still to declare your direction.
I'm going to go the same way everybody else is. Start heading that way.
It was
Ditto
I
skis.
who allowed the Alliance to know the location of the shield generator.
Not straight south there, Diego, either western or eastern branch.
Ah, got it.
I'm thinking right at the entrance to the damn thing.
Not quite. You're going to want to go further west from there, Steven, and then keep going south a good ways.
Yeah, yeah. So further to the... Wait, which way's west? I don't see a west, but I see a west.
Yeah, just to your east right here is the command center for the docking bay. But then further south from there will be the shield generator room itself. Hey, look what you found. All right, hold up right there. Let's give everybody else a chance to catch up before we roll initiative, because you found something. Oh, man, what is this? Everybody went west except for Adam. You guys left him to go by himself. Does anybody want to retcon their movement and join Adam on the east side? I can.
Yeah, I can.
Sure, I have no idea where we're going.
Let me open up these doors right here in the center.
We went down and to the left, Adam.
Here we go. These doors just to the east of you, you can cut right through there, and Adam's right on the other side. So that's 3 on one side, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Haraj is going to take the long way around. All right.
Am I really?
You're getting there. Keep
Oh my
going
god, I'm
east.
so bad at this.
All the way east and then straight south. It's a
Although
huge map.
it's
South
tempting to
is
go everywhere
down.
just to open up the map.
No, I mean that's not where to go.
Nope. We're
You said
just
south. South's down.
yep, all the way east though. Right through that door to your east.
Right or left? Is east right or left?
There you go. Keep going and
Okay,
then go south. You
East
should
is
see your
right,
buddies.
west
There
is
you
left,
go.
north
I'll
is
show
up,
you
south
south.
is down.
I'll show you my south.
All right. You can see all of the command staff has been evacuated from this level. Last time there were officers everywhere. So even the command center right here has been fully evacuated out of concern for this creature. Diego, those stairs will lead you back up to the main bridge. If you head west from where you were, though, that will get you going. There we go. And then Steven can see a dragon of some sort there to the south of him. And let's get a little more movement here. Yeah. All right.
Am I in the right spot?
If you want to even out the numbers, go to the east side.
Okay.
Because then we've got Diego times 2, Steven times 2, and then on the right side we've got Adam times 2, and then John and Sean.
So right here.
Yep. So the door I just opened
Cool.
to the east there for you, go ahead, pass through that. We've got the cargo command area here. We're going to pass through the door just to the south. I'll open that up. And you should see your first dragon on the other side of the door there. That's where we will hold. And now everybody's roughly caught up. Excellent, Smithers. Okay, so now that we can see... Oh, hold up there, Cyrano. Inching up a little too close. Definitely some kind of dragon. Albino-ish features, possibly some kind of Underdark dragon if you had to venture a guess off of your first glimpse. But yeah, it does not respond kindly and starts snarling at you as soon as you come into sight. And we will all roll initiative here. Let's make sure there's no existing turn order. Hopefully not. Nice. Oh, there is an existing initiative. Nihilus goes on a 31. But he's trapped in the spirit world.
Wait, how do we do this again? It's been forever.
Click your token, make sure it's selected, and then open up your character sheet and click the button that says initiative. Should be near the top center.
God, even with advantage, I got that. What the fuck?
Wow, that's terrible.
That's
An 8 and a 3.
I got a 20.
I thought that was my natural 20 because I clicked it at that exact moment, but then I was like, no, I got a 2. I got a 2.11. So, yeah, you guys will all likely be going first before these dragons here.
Rogues one's not showing up in chain order.
Let's fix that. Bonk, bonk. Okay. Did Zero show up? Yes, he did. So who else are we waiting on here? Looks like Diego needs to roll for both
Working on it.
his. And then I think that's it. Yeah, 2 character sheets of this level both open at the same time. I do not envy you. I will definitely not use that natural 1 for the initiative.
I pressed it again because I thought it didn't do it. But
Yeah, it was lagging.
it was just lagging, I guess.
So, and then Enzo gets a 14-2. A lot of 20 dexterities among these parties, I have noticed. You guys should all challenge each other to a foot race once this is all over.
I'll accept. So I get all my other stuff going.
So yeah, looks like our newest character, who, while you are in process of taking your turn, if you would be so kind as to give an introduction, we'll be going first on a 27.2 after having rolled a nat 20. Rog is behind that, and then Diego, and then Steven again, then Diego again, then Adam again, and then Haraj, and then I go like almost in the next turn after that. So, John, welcome to the G3 table, and go ahead, take your turn, please.
Hello. So I am a half orc, a barbarian fighter. I'm 23, so I'm an adult because I'm an extra adult because we don't live as long, but whatever. I'm about 7'2", so I'm towering over hopefully everyone. I don't know how tall you guys are. I'm tall and muscular, so if you look at me, I'm pretty thick boy. My eyes surprisingly are a deep green. You would think they'd be, more of a natural earth color, but YOLO. My skin though is a deep grayish blue, and I've got some long, sandy blonde hair. It doesn't really match the orc, but it's pretty stand out. It stands out a lot along with my eyes. And I wield a giant great axe. I'm wearing no clothing except for a nice animal fur pants. Just me, my naked chest, and a big ol' axe.
Bitchin'. Excellent detail there. Take it away.
Yeah, nice introductory. Well done.
So I'm going to go ahead and just rage, because why not?
Yeah, John T has been with our Sunday evening table for a good number of months now, and recently joined our Dragonlance Friday night table as well.
And so bonus action rage. I'm going to recklessly attack, and then I'm just going to swing.
All right. Near miss. It's got a 39 armor class. It's worse than Nihilus. No, it's got a 15 armor class. You hit it with the greatest of ease.
I'm just about to be so upset.
Yeah, this thing is a challenge rating 1. So this is definitely not what you were expecting for the level of competition you're used to at this stage, but perhaps a sign of things to come ahead. 34 points of damage. That is going to leave a huge gash in one of its wings. You doubt this thing will ever fly again if it even survives this encounter.
That's okay, because I'm gonna swing again, because I expected it to die in the first hit, so I'm just mad.
All right, it's going to phase through the wall and reassess its life choices. Just kidding.
The opportunity attack.
Ow! Ouchies! Well, what you got for damage? At 24, it only had 20 left, so we will say goodbye to that Underdark Dragon.
I'll look behind me and just go, it is safe now. Come.
What is Kriltrul's passive perception?
16.
You do hear a snort and start of alert around the corner from that direction, and you're pretty sure there's another one over there if not more.
Come slowly. Side note, with my rage, it says I can move half my movement speed. Is that in addition to my regular movement speed, or it takes half my movement speed?
I believe it's in addition to.
Cool.
When you start a rage, you move half your movement speed, I believe. It's called
Right.
Arrow
Um,
instinctive pounce.
right. I just wanted to know if it took my movement or included an extra.
Yeah, I believe it's a bonus bit of movement for going into rage, like you've supercharged kind of thing.
Sick. All right. So then I'm gonna move another 35 feet. Which just brings me within range. And because I killed the last dude, I can do a bonus action attack.
Oh, is he in that square? He's meant to be right here. My bad. Just kidding again. Bad humor.
My emotions are everywhere.
You don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you use your bonus action to go into a rage.
You're right, I did. You're right, I did. So my bonus action's gone.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
That's okay. I'm right here. So come at me.
It doesn't matter what you think!
But yeah, since that's my action and bonus action,
Sure.
my turn is over.
Well, let's have Rog take his turn right now then.
Frog's a rage as well.
Oh boy, it's getting angry over in this area.
So that's with the rage, thing just had, and now I can move an extra 40.
Whew. Alrighty.
Right there,
Oh,
attack the one in front of me twice.
Okay.
With my new hammer.
Hammer time. Oh, damn. Did you have an extra square of movement to get right here? You could have gotten the loose flank and get that natural 20.
No, I haven't.
Oh! Well, a 30 will definitely still hit. We're leaving 9 points on the table, but 15 will leave it right there. And just on the other side of the door ahead, right over here, is the shield generator room. 19 also to land. And ow! This thing is bloodied.
That's where I end.
Alrighty. And let's send it over to the west side here, where Enzo is up first.
Okay. I can't move my token. I think I have access to my sheet, but right now the whole map is white. But I think it's not your fault. I think it's just the lag. And I'm going to... Okay, let's see what... I'm going to obviously move within range and then start firing the Gatling gun. Did you guys hear me?
I sure did. I was getting a sip of coffee.
Okay, here I go.
Wow, what happened to your dice today? Not the greatest, but all of those will land. Force damage, nothing special on that. 39, 42 damage total. Oof! This thing is shredded down almost instantly.
And that's it. I'm just going to do that and pass my turn so we get this moving faster.
All right. Reeve, over to you.
80 feet of movement right now. I'm not going to rage. So let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 30, 40, 45, 55, 60. So like I said, I'm not raging, but I am going to go, what's it called? Reckless with a Great Weapon Master.
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Well, I had 12 hit points left, so, yeah, this thing is... its bones are removed from its carcass, and most of its liquefaction is now scattered on the wall to the west here.
Okay. Yes. So, God, I love this fucking sword that I turned into an axe. So I got like 20 feet of movement left. I think 5, 10, 15, 20, and... Oh, there's nothing else over here? Or is there a door? Oh, there's a door. And as my bonus action, I'll go ahead and activate my Boots of Speed. So next turn, I'll have 160 feet of movement.
In case you realize you've left the oven on back in your room and need to tend to it during the middle of combat.
Yeah, that type of thing. There's a door over here. And I'll end my turn.
And I believe, let me just confirm, yes, that will also lead to the shield generator room. Zyfax is up next, also over here on the west side.
Okay, Zyfax will just use his, let's see here, 5, 15, 20, 25. He's going to double move, so 25, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. The reason he has 40 feet of movement and double turn because one of his transmuter stones is set to add an additional 10 feet of movement when you're unencumbered.
Well, all right then.
And so that was movement action, main action, and bonus action. That'll be all for this. Well, yeah, that'll be all this turn.
Okay, let's see what Cyrano's got then.
How high is the ceiling in this place?
It is 15 feet high.
Oh, that's not much for flying a hypocrite.
Oh, yeah. Not in the passageways. When you get into the shield generator room, it does go up to 40 feet high.
Okay. All right. Let's get right up to him and see. Let's do some sword attack.
Slicey, slicey. It's going to propose a different challenge. Come into this room with it, and it will challenge you to a breath weapon off. Whoever has the best breath weapon.
I do. I win.
Well, this is between just me and Cyrano.
He's got French garlic breath, so...
Yeesh.
That's about all he's... Okay, let's lay some smack down. So Cyrano's gonna cast... Is he gonna cast Hex? Yeah, sure. He doesn't have a bonus action. Sure. So Hex. And he's going to cast Hex and then attack with his sword. Sure, let's attack with the sword.
Okay. Getting all these messages from John T here. I feel like he's trying to catch me in something.
So, no, I'm pinning things so I know what all my extra items are.
Like, oh man, what did I say on such and such a date?
I didn't. That guy out to the left didn't even load for me on my page. That's weird.
Oof. Well, both of those will land. Hex damage, also necrotic, nothing special. So we are looking at 2631 total. Yeah, you guys are kicking these things asses with the greatest of ease. As it should be.
And that's Cyrano's turn.
All right. Well, let's send it back over east. Zero's turn.
It's time to move. To the east of it, and I use my action to dash.
Alrighty.
End it there because I got no attack at them.
No. Well, how about Haraj?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to probably dash to get there too, huh?
Unless you have a ranged attack, you might be able to get around the corner and then do something at range.
Oh yes, possibly. I'm sure I have plenty of those as a druid. So I have how much movement? 30 feet.
Yeah, you should be able to get to here, here, even right here, possibly.
Like here or here.
Oh yeah, either of those would be 30 feet too. Just depends on which way you cut it diagonally. The
Okay.
wormlings are too small to count as difficult terrain, so yeah, you can step over that, no problem.
Cool beans, sir.
Woo, woo, woo.
So I see that one. I see that one. I could probably get an area of effect in if I place it behind those two. All right, what do I got here? Mm-mm. I'm not sure what I want to do. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Because people are kind of in the way. I don't want to like shoot things through them.
That just really
Do it,
gives a
I'll
cover
survive.
bonus to
You can shoot through
the
them, you'll be
monster.
fine. Yeah, shoot through them.
Yeah, unless you roll like the worst of
Make
the
one
worst
foot,
rolls, it's usually okay.
So like, for example, Storm God's Doom, 20-foot radius cylinder, 60-foot range. So I can place this cylinder like behind the two, like right around here. Is it going to highlight if I click that? No way.
If you hold it down for a sec,
Right
yep.
there. Yeah, right there. Right there. If I place it right there. Should be good. Okay, I'm going to do that. Let's see if that works.
Let's see.
So, gotta find that in the spell list. So many spells. Okay, Storm God's Doom.
Okay, 20-foot radius. Oof. Yeah, even if you put it back in this corner, it would extend far enough out to hit 5, 10, 15, all the way out to hit 0.
Oh shit.
That's like a fireball.
Is there a fuck? So I was trying to avoid people.
Can you see all the way back here?
Yes.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so if you place it like right on this one right here, it'll come just far enough out to hit this one and this one, but not
Perfect.
your front rank of party.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Okay, so Oh, I remember this one. Okay. So I need to roll strength saves times 3. Ouch. Well, one of them will make it.
Hell yeah. So
Man.
I gotta roll for damage, right? 3d8 bludgeoning.
I would recommend rolling it again because, yeah, that damage you rolled on the initial one of 7 is suck.
Oh, it already rolled?
It did when you click the spell. If you scroll up above the spell description.
Oh, that's what that is. Yikes, that's gross. Am I allowed to re-roll
This time, yeah.
that? Cool. Okay, what do I type again for that? Sorry.
If just up arrow and enter from the chat log, it'll redo the last thing you put in there. Bitchin'. Much better.
Much
So
better.
15. This guy will take half. Is that. The others will take full. Is that. They are thrown. They take damage as if they had fallen 50 feet. Minus the distance it traveled upward. So it's traveling 15 feet up, so 35. So they're going to take an extra 3 dice 6 damage on top of that. So roll that up too.
Okay, how do I do that?
That would be /R space 3 dice 6. Nice. So 11 more. Bam. And crunchified. And then after that. So yeah, they get thrown up there and then they fall back down to the ground. They are able to fly, so they do catch themselves from taking an additional die 6 of damage for the natural course of gravity. Otherwise.
So when casting this, Haraj steps in and goes, "There's far too many wormlings in this room. Heed the damage from the storm god's doom."
Nice. Excellent addition. You do still have your bonus action, I believe, if there's anything you can do with that. Otherwise, end of turn.
Oh, bonus action, I'm going to rage.
Oh, damn. Zero's
This is
over
a
here.
rageful party.
All right, Zero's over here like, why is everybody so fucking pissed off? Okay.
The fuck?
So let's abre la puerta. Oops, I'm on the wrong side here. There we go. Hey, welcome. Howdy, how's it going? What's going on over here? How come you guys just left my buddy behind?
Oh, I can understand them, can't I?
I think we'll open this one up right here. And open this and be... What's going on? How come you are trying to attack us? Dude, 8 months as a T3 sub, man. Much love, much appreciated. You guys here on Sundays are truly amazing, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so 2 of them. Well, since I'm already here, let's start with the Hexed one. Does the Hex do anything against me on my turn, or is it just bonus damage on your turn, Diego?
It only affects, I think, if you do a skill check and I get to choose the skill, or like I can put a dexterity disadvantage.
All right.
Like that.
Gotcha. Well, let's try
I'll post it.
a little Nightmare Breath from the one that you have hexedited. A 15-foot cloud of nightmare spores. Wisdom saving throw. Disadvantage on ability checks. Okay. So, like, if you wanted to grapple the person after hexing them, you would put a disadvantage on their strength ability checks kind of thing.
Exactly. I've never actually used it, but yeah, I guess I should call it, but I haven't called it.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, wisdom saves from Diego, and Diego. All three of your tokens are in the area of effect here of this 15-foot cone. In the event that you fail this DC 11 check, you are taking psychic damage and will be frightened. Successful save is half the damage.
Where do I find the token for to open up the character sheet of the Griffin? What's the name? What's the name under?
Oh, let me move it into which character is it that has it? G1 or G3?
Oh, I found it. Griffin Alpha.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's at the very top right now. I was going to move it into your party folder.
How do I roll saving throws on a character sheet like this?
If they don't have a saving throw listed, just roll the attribute itself. There you go. That's how my character sheets all look. Alright. So we are looking at, is Enzo going to back that up with a hero point to guarantee make the save, or is he okay with the damage and the frightened?
No, let's use yeah, let's do a hero point. How much are hero points now?
They are D8. As a tier 3 subscriber, you get D8s for your hero points.
D8?
Yep, that will make it so all three of the characters will take 4 points of psychic damage, not taking into account, of course, any resistances or what have you that you may have.
4. Got it.
And the next one is going to step right up on Cyrano, and we're going to go full melee, which means that. Man, that's not going to do anything. Panning down to Steven and Steven. We will scoot in for a bite attack on Reeve. Holy shit! Man, this thing came to play. 27 to hit.
So is that 6 piercing damage or?
It would be 5 if you're rounding, or if you're getting resistance.
Yeah, I'm getting resistance from the Jester's hat. When I'm not ranging, I get that. So 5 points away from Reeve.
Show.
How do I track hit points from my Griffin?
Let me add its hit point bar onto the token, just like your normal one would be. 68 out of 68. Everybody can see it. There we go.
Thanks.
Yes, indeed. And the next one's going to come up and try to take a bite at a Reeve as well. 18, I don't know.
Negative.
All right. So enough of that. Back over on the eastern flank. There are 3 of them, all of whom are injured. This one in the back is just all kinds of upset at Haraj for making it look like such a fool. So it's going to just fly over everybody's head, out of reach unless somebody happens to have a 10-foot reach weapon. And then it's... What happened?
Can I throw my hand axe?
I got my dragon wing bow.
Bring it on.
Attacks of opportunity only apply with melee weapons. So, like, if you had a pole arm or something like that in hand, then that would apply.
Like I can throw a hand axe?
Well, that's not a... That would be a ranged attack.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so it's just going to fly right over to Haraj and bite! Oof! 24 for 11 piercing, but you're raging, so it'll be 5 piercing. Assuming a 24 hits. And then up next, this one right here is just going to go with the breath attack and target the 3 guys in front of it. We will be looking at wisdom saving throws, 9 psychic damage. And then following that, it's going to fly over Rog's head, not out of threatened range, and just kind of a touchdown slightly aloft on the other side. So it keeps in threatened range of those it was, and in fact gets closer to 0. But yeah, Rog 0. John T, we're looking at wisdom saving throws, please.
I'm gonna use one of my inspirations.
Okay, yeah, you can totally re-roll that, because that's balls.
That's much better.
Definitely. Sucks that this kind of saving throw is even possible to be failed when there's this much of a discrepancy between character level and challenge rating, but such are the joys of D&D.
Listen, my man is dumb.
4 hours and I'll roll a hero point, which is a D8.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yes, sir. Newest T3 sub, man. Much love. Thank you, thank you. And then how about 0? Good to go. So you're looking at, same as the other group, 4 points of psychic damage, no frightened effect. And our final dragon wormling here will step into flank against Rog and take a flank attack bite, which ends up being an 18. I don't think so. Okie doke. So that's it for the dragons. We are back to the top. It is Kriltrul's turn.
All right, I'm gonna fuck.
I never heard
Yeah,
of that barbarian ability before.
I'm gonna go ahead and move around to get that flanking advantage.
Sounds good. You will be exiting this one's space, though.
Yeah, that's what I was determining if it was worth it or not, and I decided it was.
Probably. I'm going to roll
He has
double
it
natural 20s.
He has it with advantage.
Oh, okay. Hey, 25. For 10 piercing. Of course, that's resisted.
All right, and I'm gonna attack recklessly.
All right. Well, you've already got the flank, so you don't need to.
Yeah, but I want the a 10 additional damage.
No, that's only with Great Weapon Master. Reckless just gives you advantage on the attack, but all attacks against you have advantage until your next turn.
Oh, you're right. So I'm gonna do the Great Weapon Master, not reckless.
Show. Makes sense. Thank you all again for the turnout today. It's much appreciated, in game and also out there in Streamland.
A 12 doesn't hit, right?
How could you possibly miss? But you did. But you're also a T3. You've got those hero
Yeah.
points.
That's exactly what I was gonna use.
All right. You need a 15 AC. Bitchin'.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, man. Well, The good news is it has 28 hit points. The bad news is it has 28 hit points. So it's left with a mere 3.
That's some horseshit.
Ow! Why? Bakak!
That's okay. I'll go ahead and attack it again.
Oh, thank God for the flank. And yeah, that will finish it off.
And because it's dead, I'm going to move and use my bonus action to attack the other.
Okay. You're kind of wedged in there with the computer console, so it's a little awkward angle, but you more than make up the difference on your attack, especially flanking with 0. So let's see.
And with my great weapon, I'm going to re-roll that 1.
Ah.
Nice.
You killed it anyway, but let's take a brief pause here. I'm going to post this for everybody, but I'm also going to go into your character sheet and make the adjustment for Great Weapon Mastery. There's a cool little macro that will automatically re-roll those.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to figure it out.
That is your great axe? So let's see, for damage. Where is that? There it is.
Wait. There's something else besides Great Weapon Master that does that?
It's great weapon fighting. Yeah, it lets you
okay.
re-roll your 1s and 2s.
Oh, okay. Might pick up that feat soon.
Oof. Gotta fix that too. Yes to that. No to that. Take 3. Well, the macro is set. It didn't roll the necessary requirements to do the reroll, but it should be set for you going forward.
Stick, thanks.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so that's your turn. We'll pass it over to Rog, who is now surrounded by dead dragons. There's one more to the east.
I was gonna finish my movement, I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, never mind. I only have 5 movement speed left. Whatever. I'm still gonna move.
All right.
Alright, Rogue just moves down to the other one, back down the alley.
All right. Down Shinbone Alley.
And he just attacks this one twice.
All right. Yes, and it would not survive.
And Rogue just doing that.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And back this away, it is Enzo's turn.
Okay. Okay, now that Enzo has used his bonus action for Blade Song, his AC is up. Let's do some... Okay, now I can release the full Gatling gun.
Oh, God.
Okay, Enzo is he's got 4 Eldritch Blast attacks now. So
All right.
the bonus action means now it's 8.
Oh, God.
So here we go.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
What is that? A 4 plus something? Oh, my God. A 3 plus something. Wow. Starting off slow. But 2 natural 20s to finish it off. So we are looking at nope and nope. And also nope, but then yes. No, no. Wow, you only hit 3 out of 8 times, but 2 out of the 3 are crits.
Captain Nathaniel showed a little mercy.
Let's see then. 11, 20. Which one's the target?
The weaker one.
Okay. Stands to reason. So we're looking at 22. All right, it will take all 3 attacks to finish it off. But you do finish it off. Wait, you already have that one hexed. Is that the other character or is that Enzo?
That's Cyrano.
Damn it! All right. Well, you kill it in 3 attacks.
It's fine. And bonus action. No, I used the bonus action already. Okay. I got nothing. Next. Go ahead, Reeve.
Okay. Yep.
Reeve would like to smash Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Crunch.
So, here's the first attack.
Yeah.
So, I believe that hits.
Just barely.
Yeah. Second attack. Yo!
Oh! Yikes! Oh, damn.
Shit!
Well, it had 30 hit points left, so that will just insta-slay right there. Oh, God.
Okay, so because I'm hasted...
Insta-slay.
Insta-slay.
So wait, because I'm hasted, I get an extra attack action, so there's 1 right there.
Sure.
So let me go ahead and roll that.
All right. Oh, God. Oh!
And because of the fact that I killed a creature or rolled a natural 20 with my Great Weapon Master, I get to use my bonus action to make yet another attack.
Wow.
Good job remembering that third caveat.
Whew. Wow. And it had 28 hit points left, so 30 will kill it outright once again.
Okay, so they're dead.
Wow. Even on the other side of the shield generator room, you guys can just hear all kinds of...
Okay. Oh, I love my barbarian. So let's see, is there anything down this way? 5, 10 feet of movement. I don't see anything that way. Okay, so it's 5, 10, and 15, 20. Then I'll open... How do I open the door? Do I just click on the door icon?
Yep. If it's locked, it won't open. If it is unlocked, you will find a much larger version of the Underdark Dragon. And this is... Let me make sure I've got it all set correctly. As we said, these dragons are representing dark entities that likewise represent different aspects of the Engelbert character that you came to know. This aspect is the aspect of secrets. It is a Underdark, technically known as a deep dragon. And once it is revealed, we will enter the initiative, and oh dear God, it's going to be jumping the turn order here once Reeves' turn is complete, because it rolled a 22 on its initiative, and by our house rule, its turn already passed, so we're going to backtrack a little bit and have it take its turn.
There's a big dragon in here. So, yeah. I'll use all my other actions. I think I'll stay here for right now.
All right. Well, let's see what the aspect of secrets will do.
Dude, I love how you just call it the aspect of secrets, dude. Like, that's crazy ass shit you think of.
Yeah, my mind goes to some weird places, and despite how things are right now, I do want to honor the storyline that she and I built together. So this thing will step in, and Zyfax is thanking his lucky stars that he is just around the corner, because we're going to do the advanced version of Nightmare Breath. It's only targeting Reeve. Wisdom saving throw against psychic damage of 52, and potential frighten.
So wisdom save throw, right?
Yes, sir.
So I have advantage on these because of my hat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how I roll.
Oh my God!
That's not going to do. I will spend an inspiration.
All right. Best of 4.
Yep.
Well, on the money.
Okay, and because of my hat special ability, whenever I pass a wisdom saving throw, I take no damage at all from the if it's half damage or something like that.
Well, all right. Let's. Yeah, it's going to back up just a skosh and kind of perch on the shield generator itself. And we will pass it over to Zyfax's turn.
Okay, so Zyfax will move within sight of it, so now he has this clear view of it. And cool, what spell do I use? God, I have so many now. Let's see here. Just trying to think of this while I was going, but nothing came. So, Zyfax will cast. Let's see. One, unoccupied space. Okay, so let's just. Okay, it's going to go ahead and cast Bigby's Hand.
Okay.
It can appear within 120 feet in a range, and I'm going to have it appear next to the dragon, and it's just going to slap the bitch out of it, hopefully. So Bigby's Hand, I'll post it in the thing real quick.
Sure.
So oh, chose the wrong character. I was looking at spells and all my spells were gone. I was like, oh, I chose the wrong character. So, the hand has an AC of 20. Its hit points equal to my hit point maximum, which is 100. Sorry, guys, 146 hit points. It has a strength of 26 and a dex of 0. When you cast a spell as a bonus. So, let me see here. When you cast a spell as a bonus action, when you cast a spell, okay. So, as my bonus action after casting a spell, and Big V Hand is going to be next to that guy, he's going to make a what is it? Clench that your hand strikes one creature or object within 5 feet of it. Make a melee spell attack for the hand using your game statistics. On a hit, the target takes 4d8 force damage. So, how do I make a melee spell attack with that?
Is there an attack block built for it on your character sheet?
Not that I can see. Yeah, not that I see, but it gave its stats of having a AC 20. It has a strength of 26 and a dexterity of 0.
Sure.
So I guess I just roll a d20 and add a +8 to it, or
Yeah.
what it says make a melee attack on.
Plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay, so it'd be a d20 plus what's my top mod? Yeah, it's +6 plus the strength bonus. So let me just roll a d20 real quick and see if it is. So 17 +6 plus, what was it? +8 is 17 +6 is 23 +8, 31 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So then it does. I'm sorry, guys. So 4d8 force damage. So I'll roll that real quick.
Bonk.
It wasn't a good roll, but I did take 11 damage.
Oof. All right.
And since it's still my turn in movement, I'm just going to go ahead and creep back behind the corner in case it gets that little fucking thing back. But the big beast's hand will stay there, and every bonus action it can make another attack on it. Or it can attack the hand. It has an AC of 20 and 146 hit points.
Sure.
But yeah, that ends my turn.
Well, all right. Let's see what Zero's got going on here on the other side.
Alright, move 30 towards the door. Use my action to dash to open the door as well.
Alrighty. Yes, indeed. There's the big dragon, the shield generator, and at least another wormling in here that you can see.
And a big ass hand.
Yep. You see that big ass hand there reaching out to throttle the big dragon.
I use my bonus action to action siege. I attack the small wailing one twice with my bow.
Which one are you attacking? Oh, okay. Well, that will land. Yep. That one will miss.
I use a hero point for that one to see.
Okay. Dope! Could use an inspiration to make it a guaranteed hit. You do get a handful of those each gaming month as a T3.
Yeah, I use one of them then.
Alright. Well, that is more damage and a nearly dead dragon.
Yeah, as I turn there.
Alrighty. Alright. Yeah, if you're not earning Beskars, do a Twitch reset. I understand that will remedy that issue. And before Cyrano takes a turn, I'm going to have the Aspect of Secrets take a legendary interrupt. And let's throw this over at Reeve.
Why you got to throw it at Reeve? What did he do to you?
You did some damage. Or, no, that was Zyfax, but you opened the door. I had a nice thing going on here.
Okay, so let me get back here to see what you're doing here.
Poisonous Spores, con save.
Okay, con save with advantage because of my hat.
If I wasn't from Jamaica, then why would I wear this hat? Well, that'll pass with flying colors.
And because of my hat, no damage.
Woo, and no poisoned condition, also because of the successful save. That is it for the interrupt, so let's see what Cyrano's got.
Bloody interrupter. All right, so a few new bells and whistles that I didn't realize that I had. I've got the mounted combatant, which I got way back at level, I don't know what level that was, waiting for me to get this spell. So now I've got a few new things I can. Gonna post it so you can see it.
All right.
Okay, so now if the creature that I'm attacking, is it smaller than my mount? It looks smaller than my mount.
Oh,
I should get
definitely.
I get advantage on melee attacks now.
Okay.
You didn't kill that thing? I thought you killed it already.
There's one other one. There's two.
Oh.
I'm gonna hit the other one now. The other one hasn't been hit yet, so he's got full life, so I might not take him down. But okay, let's see. Do I want? Yeah, let's do melee attacks.
Oh, yeah. 2 for 2 for 27. And what's that? Ouch. Okay. Well, that hurts.
And bonus. Oh, he was hexed. I forgot. Oh, I have to move my hex. Actually, no, the other guy did. So
Correct.
let's just say I bonus action moved my hex.
Okay. Done and done.
Okay, and Cyrano's done.
Okay. Let's let's take another legendary interrupt. We're gonna try a commanding spore over at Reeve. This guy can't be immune to everything. Another
so
wisdom
another
saving throw.
Ooh, my wisdom's not that great though.
Sure.
I got it.
Well, that'll still make it.
Yeah.
So nothing happening with that. That will expend the last legendary action until reset. And pass it over to Haraj.
That's me. That's me. I'm here. That's
Hey, that is you.
me. Okay. Am I able to walk through compatriot sprite? I can, right?
You can. It does count as difficult terrain, so 2 squares for every one.
Of course it does.
Normally would count the same for fallen monsters and things like that, but these things are tiny, so you can easily
Right.
step
So how
over
much does
them.
moving through one guy slow me down for 1 square?
Correct.
But how much does it slow me down? 5 feet?
So instead of 5, it'd be so when you go through a square, instead of doing 5 feet of movement, you take 10 feet of movement.
Correct.
Okay. So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is about as far as I can make it. Can I see the big ass dragon? Have we done anything to that big ass dragon yet? No, right?
The Big B's hand smacked it for a little bit.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yeah.
5, 10, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60. It's like 70 feet away from me. Interesting. Okay. What do I have that can reach him? Moonbeam. Moonbeam will reach him. So
Lock door, sucker!
Fuck you! Okay, so Moonbeam it is then, I think. It's got 120-foot range.
Okay.
Cast at what level? I'm gonna do Moonbeam at 3rd level. 11 damage, that's lame. 1 radiant damage, that's lamer.
All right. So it's one of those things that doesn't take effect just yet, but it will at the top of its turn. Spell is there, so let's get something for that.
Can I roll the damage when it takes effect and not take these terrible damages?
We'll see what kind of mood I'm in when the time comes.
AKA, you want to see how much damage Reeve's about to lay
Ah!
down. Yes.
I hadn't
also
even
fair.
considered that. I was just thinking we'll see what it looks like on the other side of my cigarette. Where is my moonbeam? I have a moonbeam. Here we go. It's got to be in this. Yes. The official moonbeam token. It is 5 foot radius, which means that. And I don't know, does that look okay? I'm going to put the token under your control anyway, so you can move it around as you need.
Sounds good.
Alright. So yeah, before our little break here, we will have the wormlings take their turn. There's one of them in Cyrano's face. Take a bite attack. 19? I don't think a 19 is going to hit Cyrano.
I don't know. It's been so long. I don't remember what my armor class is. Let's see.
Yeah, your token says 22, but it doesn't always line up with the character sheet.
Okay, it's been so long. Let's see. Cyrano has. He's wearing so many things. He's wearing like a breastplate, so that's like 14. I think it's right, the 22, because I know it's pretty high.
Sounds good. Yeah, at this level, your AC should be pretty formidable.
But I don't remember. I'm gonna do the math on it and get back to you.
Okay. That bite attack is from the wormling that just flew out from around the corner and bit Reeve. 28 to hit for 12 piercing.
Wait, what came bit Reeve?
Another wormling. It's right there next to you.
Okay, so it hit me for 12 piercing.
Yep. Just
So-
darted out from the room that you opened up.
Okay, so 6 damage.
Yeah.
Oh no, my temporary hit points are gone.
Oh no! The next one flies up into Zero's face and gets a big mouthful of air.
Yep, completely misses.
Oh yeah. And our next one flies up from around the corner, and Zero is the nearest target, so we're going to try again. Well, if only it had flank advantage, that would have hit. Instead, it's a near miss. And the one that you shot twice with the bow will fly in, does have flank advantage. And a 26 to hit for 9 piercing after all that. And another one shows itself from a dark corner. It's going to fly adjacent to the hand here. Yes, we are cognizant enough to realize that we're not going to attack the hand. We're going to try and come up here and bite on Reeve, and it is a 28 for another 12.
Okay, so 6 more damage.
And yet another wormling shows itself.
Yeah, I was wrong, Daniel. It's not 22, it's 23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did the math now.
And one final bite attack here on Reeve is a 17.
Miss.
Nothing doing. Make sure we got them all. Yep. All foes are in play. This is our combat
Well,
as
technically, technically that last attack would have been a 22 because I was reckless when I killed those things on the last round.
Oh.
But it still missed because of haste and.
Oh, sure.
So Reed's armor class currently until haste is out is 25.
Okay. Well, that'll set us up right now for a pause. We will send it to a break. Get a drink, stretch your legs, do the usual break time thing, intermission. After these messages, we'll be right back. Are you with us?
Oh, I've missed playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Definitely agree. Although I think I've only had 2 turns so far. And the enemies are always so far away, I don't know what to do.
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying not to cast crazy spells because the last time I cast Fireball, it kind of blew up more than I wanted to.
I'm just trying to do the most damage I can from the distance that I'm at. My character build is more like closer range stuff with a little bit of distance. But yeah, I was tempted to turn the big dragon, into like a mouse or something.
Turning the mouse, throwing out the fucking airlock.
Throw it in a bag of holding, and then carry it over to the to the lock, and then throw it out.
Well, so far, we'll say this fights back. This is like our first time gaming after a while. We're actually moving at a pretty decent pace. Like, we're not taking forever with our turns, except for me that one time with Zyfax.
No, it's going well. It's just there's enough going on that just kind of slows down a bit. Not in a bad way.
Also,
Like, definitely take your time on your turns.
well, I will say, I already got an idea for Reed's next turn, and if anyone's in that room, they're not about to like it.
Well, my thing is, like, I want to be able to try and do stuff, but like I get there and it's too late because my initiative is just a really bad, really low in the order. So by the time I get there, it's like it's forever away. Okay, what can I do? And then I don't know what to do by the time I get there because I don't know what the situation is.
Yeah. I plan on releasing Reed's Chaotic Dragon Breath on the next turn.
Nice. I've got a couple draconic things too. Like, I wanted to get close range because I can rage, do draconic strike, which does an extra d6 cold damage every time I hit, and then I get the extra attack. So it'd be fun to do that kind of stuff. And I also get I can rage and then wild shape with the extra attack. Excuse me.
Oh, that's good.
This is my first time playing D&D online though, so it's like this is like 3rd session for it. I'm still getting used to like how the mechanics work and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. You get used to the more you do it, and it doesn't help whenever we take a 6-week break in between games. But it's what's
like I joined and then I think we were delayed a week, and then I played, and then we were delayed a bit or something, and then I played again, and then we were on break, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's still just kind of like trying to get in the swing of things. I'm enjoying it though.
Yeah, but with these next 4 weeks, we get to play every Sunday.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right.
Because it's G1 and G3 tables combined. But next week we'll probably have a lot more people in here.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. Are we still going to about the same time today?
We'll either stop knowing him, will either stop at the same time or maybe run a little bit longer. It just all depends on him.
Yeah, all good. Because after we were like, okay, it's canceled for today. I called up a buddy of mine. We're supposed to hang out like right when it's done. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just trying to balance the timing of everything.
Yeah, understandable.
But I mean, also not the end of the world if he gets here and I'm still playing because he plays D&D too. So he can always hang out while I play.
He's like, what character is that Dragonborn playing? Oh, Barbarian. How does he not have any damage? He's crazy broken.
Yeah, there's a lot of broken characters in this. I feel underpowered.
Oh, it's because just because like the reason why I'm able to take no damage like on successful saving throws is because of one item I have, and I got that item. Well, basically kind of pay to win in a way, but you know.
The Eldritch Blast Gatling gun is pretty freaking cool.
Well, he's able to do that just because he got an item that was in the shopkeep inventory, the
Oh,
Olympus
cool.
bracers.
Cool. I keep forgetting. I have to tell Daniel that I have, or reminding him, I have Cloak of Displacement, so he should be rolling at disadvantage to hit me. I keep forgetting that.
Oh yeah, that might be a little helpful.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty beneficial thing to have that I don't get the use out of because I just forget everything because I've got so many spells, and then I've got the barbarian. I've never multi-classed before either, so I'm like challenging myself beyond because I didn't realize there were so many spells out there.
Oh, that's okay. I got to add a lot more spells to my repertoire because of I ended up buying the staff for the Magi, so that's more spells on top of more spells I have for my spellcaster.
Awesome. So I bought this. Is anyone here from Canada, or am I the only one?
I think Diego might be from Canada. Not sure.
No, Dan's from Vegas.
No, not Daniel. Diego, the dance master. Dance master, I should say.
So in Canada, they just released this limited edition Canada Dry, which is like our more popular ginger ale here. Um, Not sure if you're familiar with it or not. If you
Oh yeah,
have it there.
they sell it down here. It's one of the
Oh, they do.
more
Okay,
popular
cool.
grills.
But so yeah, this limited flavor raspberry lemonade ginger ale.
That sounds amazing.
It's not as good as I want it to be, but it's good. I imagine it would be really, really good with gin.
Alcohol sounds good regardless. I haven't had a drink in a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker either. I haven't had one. I mean, I had a couple drinks last weekend, but nothing really, no more than like two in a session.
Well, I think the last time I had a drink, I was actually playing with this group. That was like a couple months ago. I'm running downstairs to change my lawn to put my clothes in the dryer real quick.
Hey, we're back.
Yep, I'm downstairs doing something real quick, and I will be back up to my pier a little bit, but it's okay. Go continue.
It is Johnny's turn here to start off. John T, aka when I try to type it, it autocorrects to joint.
The AI has learned you.
A little bit.
We're back at.
Yep. We are back in the back of a black Cadillac. Oh shit.
Guess who's back? Back again.
All right, so I can go now.
You better take your turn before your turn takes you.
All right, sick. I'm gonna move 40 feet forward.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm gonna attack the one up top that's almost dead.
Okay.
Recklessly, and with my great weapon fighting.
Sounds good. Well, yes, indeed, and it will be perished.
Sick. And with that, I'm gonna use my bonus action on the bottom one. Actually, I'm gonna move. No, I can't move anymore. No, I can move 5 feet, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I'll just attack the bottom one with my bonus action from killing him.
Alrighty. Oof. That will be another good chunk of damage on that one.
Cool. Then I'm gonna use my second attack.
And you're going to leave it just hanging on.
And I'm gonna hero point to damage.
Oh, hero point only for attacks.
I know. Oh, but that'll end my turn.
Well, the aspect of secrets will reset. Oops, that's the wrong aspect. Don't fight that one till next week or so. What to do? What to do? I don't know what to do. I lost its character sheet. There we go. Yeah, it's going to go after the pesky Dragonborn here after it rolls its, what is it, a con save against the Moonbeam?
That is correct.
Ouch, a 29 on its con save.
That is a save.
And it looks like it is half damage on success, so it will take 6 damage
Gross.
from that. And then
Totally
it's
worth
gonna
the third level spell slot.
right. It's gonna lean in. Oh shit! Dropping stuff here. It's going to lean into Reeve here, try to put some pressure on that hit point bar right there. We'll take a bite attack. A 23.
Miss.
How about a claw attack? A 32.
For 7 damage.
All right. And another claw attack. A 19.
Miss.
And we'll try a tail attack. A 19 as well. Forgot
It
to
is
roll
19.
for its recharge. It does recharge its breath weapon.
Okay, so hold on a second here. Because you said the 32 hits. Let's see.
I think it only hit once, right?
Was the last turn also reckless killing those things or no? Because if it, okay. So let's look at this. I will say I was reckless on the last turn before it got to my new turn. So technically, the first bite will hit, the claw will hit, the second claw will still miss, and the tail will hit. All those piercing and bludgeonings are halved. So that's 7 plus 5, 14, 19 damage with 20 with 3, so 22 poison damage. So let me get that damage done real quick. So 22 damage, so 2. And then I got to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh, yeah.
And I have advantage on all saving throws.
Good deal.
So there we go. Okay, so we're caught up so far.
All right. Well, let's follow that up with another claw attack.
So 8 more damage. Okay.
And action surge.
It has action surge?
Action surge.
Okay, so that bite misses.
That'll miss. Let's try the tail attack again.
Okay, so 4. Is it 3 or 4 damage?
3 damage.
And then I got to make another strength save.
Oh, yeah. Nice. And the claw trifecta.
Miss, and last one hits for 7 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's all we got.
4, 7. Okay. Oh, look. You finally hit me.
Well, let's pass it over to Rog here.
Remove. And use my action to dash. Do it. And then I use Bog's action surge and I attack this one with 2 attacks.
Okay. 2 for 2. Oh, man. Well, this thing is just barely hanging on after that.
And that's the end of the turn there.
Sound of baby dragons screaming in pain. And we'll pass it back to Enzo.
Okay. Enzo lines the Gatling gun up to who's attacking his friend Cyrano and fires away. Oh, Enzo actually has one hand crossbow attack. Then he gets his Eldritch Blast. Then he gets his Eldritch Blast as a bonus attack. So I'm actually missing a hand crossbow. Do I have Sharpshooter? I think I have Sharpshooter. I do. I just got it at level 12. Okay. How do I do the Sharpshooter? Oh, there's a global modifier.
Sweet.
Let's try that.
It's like Great Weapon Master, but for sharpshooters.
Yep. Okay. Hand crossbow first.
Okay.
I don't think that did the -5.
That'll still hit.
Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. How's he doing now?
Well, after the second one, you have killed it.
Okay. All right. All right. And then movement, and I still have a bonus action. Well, hello. Let's do 4 attacks to the one beneath Reeve.
Okay. Yikes.
Now
I
you
guess
don't roll good.
I guess I can turn the sharpshooter off now.
Yeah, just a bunch of wide misses there.
Darn. Okay.
Well, Reeve, you're up next.
Oh, and then I'm going to move back so I don't get attacked.
All right.
Okay, so now that the Great Weapon Master is worn off, time for my tactical plan to commence. Bonus action, Rage. So now that I'm raging, I'm just raging for the hell of it, honestly. And because of that, I get to move. Since I'm doing 40, 80, I'm basically just going to move over here with just my part of my bonus action for raging. I know
Okay.
I'll take attacks of opportunity, but bring them. It's all part of my plan.
Okay.
Okay, but I will tell you one thing. The attacks are made at disadvantage because I'm affected by the haste spell.
Haste
So
makes attacks
only,
against you at disadvantage?
yeah, because the haste. Let me see here.
I
I
thought it just
don't know
added
how.
to your armor class.
No, when you're moving away from targets. Let me see here.
Oh,
I can.
gotcha.
Yeah, I. At least I didn't think I read it. Yeah. Until the spell ends, the target speed double, gain +2 to AC, has advantage on dexterity saving throws, gains additional weapon. Wait. No, wait. That wasn't it. What was it that gave me? Oh, my boots of speed. My boots of speed. They do the attacks with. Let's see here. Because I just want to show it so that way I'm not screwing myself up.
Yeah, it looks like the only one that would hit anyways is the first one.
Yeah. So boots of speed. Let's see here. Double your walking speed, and any creature that makes an attack or opportunity against you has disadvantage on the attack.
Gotcha.
So what hit exactly?
The first one looks like.
First one. So okay. So 4 + 1, 5. So 2 piercing damage.
Yep.
And how much is my regen now? Was it value on the regen?
Tier 4, you are looking at 6 per turn.
Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then Then I'll use my chaotic dragon breath weapon. You remember that good old thing I have. So, and from this point, it's a 60-foot cone, which will go out to, I have the measurement down. It's basically going to go, well, nope, not from there. Stupid thing. To go from here, 60-foot cone. I'm going to do this real quick. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure I'm not hitting anybody. I'm pretty sure I'm not. So 60 feet out. Go out to about right there, just hitting all those targets in there. So each one of them needs to make a DC 21 dex save.
Okay. Yeah, even in the event that it did spill out that far, the shield generator is providing full cover for those on the other side.
And then I gotta roll a D6 to figure out what kind of damage it is.
Definitely have to burn that.
So it has four more legendary resistances, guys. That's what I was trying to check. See if that thing goes. So I'll roll a D6. 1 acid damage.
Wow, one of the wormlings made it. How about that?
So then I gotta roll 18d6. So the command was /. Where's /?
Correct.
/R 18d6. So
Oof.
66 damage to those who failed and 33 to those who succeeded.
Well, 2 of them are just killed outright. And ouch. Yeah, the dragon felt that one.
And then I'll flip off the dragon and end my turn.
Pum, 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 pum. Oh, the thing forgot to take its stack of opportunity when you left. Oh, well.
And then Xifax.
Oh, 1 second. I might do an interrupt here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we will take an interrupt to move. And we will drift on over in this direction. And now it's Xifax's turn.
Okay, so as part of the bonus action, the hand can move 60 feet. So I think that's enough distance to get to it, right?
It should be, but I think you need to see it and the hand. Because I don't think you see through the hand.
Okay, well then let me see here. Hey, Xifax can see. And he can still see the edge of the dragon. So the hand will go over here and bitch slap the dragon again. Oh, where'd my token go?
Alright.
Okay, so roll a d20 for a bitch slap attack. That's what it's called from now on from my end. I know it's not called that, but that's what I'm calling it. So we figured out it's a plus 14 to a d20 attack roll to hit. So 24 to hit.
That will hit.
So then it's 46
Oof.
for 17 damage. And then Xifax will use his Staff of the Magi to cast a lightning bolt at the dragon, which takes up. I'm about to put a thing for charge. So that takes the 7th level version of lightning bolt for 7 charges at the dragon.
Okay.
So how do I do that? I think I already have the spell lightning bolt? I do. So I'll just cast that and make it a 7th level without taking away one of my spell slots.
Sure.
So. Okay. Where did lightning bolt go? Why does my attack? There it is. And it casts it as a 7th level. And my spell save DC is 23.
Okay. It's going to fail that save and take 31 lightning.
Sweet. And then after all of that, Zyfax will use some more movement and go back over here. And then just turn.
Okay, over to Zero.
I attack both the young dragons with my flame tongue katana, one each.
Well, any way you slice it, they are both no longer among the living.
He moves away.
Okay, this time the dragon will not forget its attack of opportunity and try to take a bite as you step away from it. 17 to hit.
It misses.
All right.
Yeah, it's just in there.
Let's check something here. Okay, wormlings are all gone.
There's still the one in front of Reeve.
Oh, how about that? Okay, the dragon is going to try a commanding spore on Kriltrul. Wisdom saving throw, please. Well, that ain't so good. Could potentially boost that with a hero point or inspiration, or you could just take some psychic damage.
Okay, I didn't know if that was if I was allowed to do that after the roll.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you make the save. And it is an all or none, so no effect on you. We'll pass it over to Cyrano.
Okay, Cyrano picks up his griffin and rides it within range of the dragon, I guess.
The small one or the big one?
Caw-caw. There's more than one dragon? I haven't entered the room, so I can't see.
Oh, there. Yeah, there's a dragon in front of Reeve. Just one of the wormlings.
I only see the one.
There's this one right here.
Yeah. You already passed it.
I rode past a dragon?
Yeah, it's a wormling, one of the smaller ones. It's the one on the bottom.
Oh, there's a wormling still left. Okay, well, I'm not doing no opportunity attacks. Fine. Let's attack the wormling then, I guess. Hey, can I get my griffin to attack the wormling?
You can?
Maybe the griffin can take him out, and then Cyrano will still get his turn.
Sure.
How do we do that? Let's open up the characters. You know, I couldn't think of a name for my griffin, but since you named it Griffin Alpha, I think I'm just going to call him Alpha.
Should name it Peter.
Nah.
Name it Meg. It'll be forgotten soon.
Shut up, Nick.
The Meg. That's not bad. That's a good name. No, I'm gonna stick with Alpha. You named it Griffin Alpha. I think that's a nice name. Call him Alpha. Okay, Alfie for short. Let's do a beak attack and a claw attack.
And yeah, that will finish off the final wormling.
Nice. Okay, so bye to the wormling. And Cyrano, I guess, will blast. Oh, Cyrano has Hex. Okay, so Cyrano's going to pass the Hex over to the dragon. And Cyrano gets 4. Oh, wait, Cyrano doesn't have his modifier attached to the Eldritch Blast. Give me a sec while I add the modifier.
Okay.
Come on. There we go. Okay, those are his attacks, and that's Cyrano's turn.
All right, 1 second.
Oh, how high is the ceiling in this room? You said it was really high.
It's 40
So-
feet.
Yeah, let's go up. Let's go up.
Okay. How much
Okay.
how much movement does it have left after where it started?
Let's see. What is a griffin's movement? Isn't it like 80?
Might be 60. So looks like it's like 70, 75 feet of movement just to get where you're at right now.
Okay, so I'll move 5 feet up.
All right. And Sean, that's back over to you.
Yay! All right. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets me right here. And then, I'm going to use my very last 3rd level spell slot to cast the spell Ice Burn. Freeze inside, writhe and squirm. Feel the pain from my ice burn. And then
Post it so we can see what it does. Post it.
Where is
Ice-
it? I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find it. Where did it go? There it is.
Okay, and I think with a bonus action you can move the moonbeam, right? Because that should still be up.
Ice burn.
Oh. Yikes.
I forgot I had to push to talk.
All
Nine-
right.
9 cold damage off of 3d10. That's amazing. I'm so happy I used a 4th level spell slot for that.
Right. Yikes.
Cool. That is, these spells have not been working very well for me today, damage-wise, I will say. Yeah, so Moonbeam is an action, I believe, so I can't move that unless you'll let me on a bonus action, which is completely DM's choice.
Oh, gotcha.
Why don't you post it? I think moving it is a bonus action.
Is it?
It's an action to cast, but I think it's a bonus action to move.
On each of your turns, you can
Oh,
cast
it
a
is
spell,
an
you can use
action.
an
Wow.
action to move the beam. Yeah, it's so dumb. It should be a bonus action.
Yeah.
It's like the
Thought it
kind of thing
was.
that should be a bonus action, in my opinion. But hey,
Get it
It's
right,
good.
one D&D. Get it right.
Yeesh. Well, okay. That's it for you then?
on my bonus action, I'm going to rage.
You're already raging.
I haven't taken damage. Oh no, but I've dealt damage, right? So I guess I
Right.
would still be raging.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool beans. Then, uh, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let's back to the top of the initiative. Krilltrul.
All right, where do I need to move to get advantage?
Man, pretty much all the way down here. Given the current field of play.
How's that?
Whatever. Good enough.
All right. With advantage, I don't need to reckless, but I'm going to use great weapon. Crit. Nice.
Woo!
With that and my orc special ability, I can roll an additional damage die.
Ouch, that hurts.
Nice.
Oh, man. Is that additional damage die also critted? Because damage dice typically get the crit benefit.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Roll it
Doesn't
again.
say anything about it. Okay.
Jeez. Okay.
Nice rolls there, D12.
And because I critted, I'm going to use my bonus action to attack again.
No. No. Oh! Well, shit. Yeah, this thing is getting
Get it?
whittled down
Get it,
real
girl.
quick.
Get it.
Wondering why it spent so much time trying to fuck with Reeve earlier.
And obviously, again, I'm going to use my second attack.
Yeah.
So close.
Oof.
Wait, what do you mean second attack?
That was my first attack and my bonus action because I critted. So this is my second attack.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Can I take back the attack I just made and made the second one my second attack?
Sure.
Sick. So then I'm going to I'm gonna bonus action action surge.
Okay. Action Surge doesn't take any action at all. You just do it.
Oh, never mind then. So then I'll just go ahead and keep that as my second attack. And then
Okay.
I'll action surge and then do 2 more attacks.
Oof. All right. Oh, that will... Nope, that'll still hit. That will miss.
Can I add a hero die to that?
Of course. Let's see. 20. Yeah, that'll make it a hit.
All right,
Woo!
and that would end my turn because I don't get another bonus action, just an action.
Correct. Spell levels higher than the damage roll. I always go back to the example of when we were playing Star Wars What If, and we had some pretty high-level Jedi characters, and Don rolled a 42 for his Use the Force check, And even at that high level, it only allowed him to do 4d6 damage because of the nature of the force power. And he rolled 1121. So 40 something used the force check for the attack roll for 4 points of damage.
That's so fun. I don't know why I re-rolled that.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing there? What's up with that? So, it's the aspect of Secret's probably final turn. And, yeah, we're just going to declare the second action surge now, because we're going to go all out on Krill Troll here. Oh, God! Thing it doesn't have reckless attack. 28 to hit for 19 plus 15. The 12 and the 7 are if the crit were in play.
Can Rob still see Troll? Troll.
Rog does see him, yes.
And I use my power to use my side die for a protective field around him.
Okay, post it up. Do you have a smaller ability that doesn't require reading comprehension? Good.
Sadly, no.
Protective field, right there in the middle. You can use reaction, reduce the damage taken by a number rolled plus the intelligence modifier. Okay, go ahead, roll it. Soak up some of that damage anyway. Right now it's
I remember what I need to roll.
it's whatever the psionic energy die is. There should be something pre-built for that, I'm thinking. Oh, here it is. When you reach certain
D6.
When you reach certain levels. So it depends on what level you are. If you're 5th level in the class, it'll be a D8. If you're 11th, it'll be a D10. If you're less than that, yeah, D6.
I cannot tell.
What level are you?
Yeah, what level Psi Warrior?
I can't see it on my screen. It says I'm Barbarian 7, but the Side Warrior fighter part is missing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, let me
Hold on.
open
If you
your
click
sheets.
if you click the gear icon on the right, it'll tell you your level.
Right. If I get to it before you, I'll check it. Otherwise, let me know.
It only does that for the Barbarian class.
Oh, okay.
There it is, right there. Fighter level 6.
So a D8.
Correct. So yeah, D8 plus intelligence modifier of 1. Oh, it did that stupid thing with your constitution again with the hammer of thunderbolts. Oh, I think it didn't fix it on here. So let me delete that item. And replace it. There we go. Okay, so 7 points of the 34 is soaked. So you're going to take 27 between the piercing and the poison there, John.
Question.
Who?
Regular barbarian would half the piercing, but I'm also a totem spirit of the bear, which has everything but psychic.
Yeah.
Is that going to then quarter the piercing or just have it?
No, but you also have the poison.
Yeah, you'll be able to have the poison, but the half does not become a quarter.
Okay, I understand the poison. I was just checking on the piercing because
Sure.
it would have been, one from barbarian and then one
Right.
from. So 8 and 6, so I'm at a 14, but minus 7, so I take 7.
Looks like. And then it's going to start dropping tail attack. 24 to hit and a miss on that. 3 claw attacks. Nope. Looks like the center one might do something.
Yeah, that one hits.
Okay. And back to the top there with another bite attack. Oof! Follow up with the tail. Strength saving throw. Oh, damn. All right. And 3 claws. Oh! Came to play.
Can't be critted against.
It does hit, so the 10 damage will apply.
Yeah, I get that.
And then 31 for as it shows. Natural one, of course, not going to do anything. And that will conclude her turn. Passing it over to Rog.
I forgot about the no crit armor we got.
I want to kill it. I want to kill it. I want to kill it.
Oh,
Robotatsu is hammer twice.
Bonk, bonk. That will hit. That is a near miss. AC is 22.
Hero point then.
Okay. That will make it a hit, and we are in critical health mode right here now.
I want to kill it. I want to kill it. I want to kill it.
Organs it.
All right, well, that'll pass it to Enzo.
Okay, Enzo strolls in, light as a feather, with his blade singing. And Enzo's a fighter, so he can do action surge too, so I don't know if it's going to make it to your Eve. We'll see. So,
Damn!
one crossbow attack, 4 Eldritch Blasts, then action surge, another crossbow attack, 4 Eldritch Blasts, then bonus action, 4 Eldritch Blasts, which is 14 attacks. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
What the shit?
Yep.
Dude, I told you he's a fucking Gatling gun.
Well, 2 attacks later.
21 Punch Man.
Wow, those are bad rolls.
Yes, indeed. Good thing you started off strong, because the first 2 attacks did good hits and good damage, and she only had 21 hit points left. And, of course, entirely in-game, you see the snarling visage of this aspect of secrets morph into the face of Engelbert, and each of you have the vision pushed into your mind, followed by a snarling,
None of you were ever my friends. I never liked any of you. I only wanted my own self-achievement.
and with that, the
We all
aspect
knew that. We all knew
fades
that already.
away to nothing.
We just
Bye,
accepted
Felicia.
That makes Reeve a little sad.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's also not me really stretching the truth based off of in-game knowledge I have of the character, sadly.
Yeah, that's okay. Engelbert never really hid who she was.
That is pretty true.
Yeah, but she was kind of nice to Reeve.
There was a phase in time in the early stage of the campaign when I think the party was more amicable, but I think eventually over time things just changed. Not sure if we can really trace a moment to it, but it is what happened. And look at that! We completed without destroying the shield generator.
Reeve will go lethargic for like a couple seconds and then be back good because by that point the haste spell wears off. and also the potion of heroism.
Harai is just gonna be like moonbeam, moving it around like a disco ball for a little bit, like flashing the light and all that kind of stuff, and then it goes away.
Krill Troll's like, it burns, it freezes.
And Zyfax will go ahead and dismiss his big meat hand.
While the flashing light is going, Harai's just also going.
Nice. Well, how about that? Right on schedule. We have completed one stage of 4, and we have 4 weeks to complete all 4 of these stages. So, a little bit of space here for some RP before we send it to the closeout of the stream. Just before we get to that, though, thanks again, everybody, for turning out today and making some of this day a little special. I appreciate y'all.
We're back.
Heck yeah.
And we appreciate you in this world that you have built and your conducting of these sessions.
I appreciate the kindness. Thank you. Thank you.
Reeve would like to challenge the strongest barbarian.
Guess that won't be determined until the results of Endgame, but we've got a few of them for sure.
No. Krill Troll steps up right now.
I have a feeling it's not me.
Wrestling.
But actually, in response, Harai kind of transforms into a more like buff but furry, like mammoth style version of himself with like fangs instead of tusks and claws and everything. Goes into his rage, and but in a very bestial form of his rage, and just like green wispy energy from his eyes.
I'll arm wrestle both of y'all. We'll make strength checks right now.
I offer my trunk as the arm wrestle.
Krill Troll just turns into a dire bear.
After the end game, Daniel, this is all going to turn to this giant P versus PvP. The whole group.
No, we're not doing
fighting
PvP.
each other.
We're just doing a little bit of friendly arm wrestling. I noticed a lot of barbarians here. They noticed a lot of barbarians. So the barbarians need to arm wrestle as a sign of respect.
Harai's trunk starts to flex like an arm, and you see like a bicep right in like the.
Okay,
This is
so
what
it's bending.
This is what happens when none of the girls show up to play with us, and all the guys just start pulling out their dicks. It was a total sausage fest. No girls came to play today.
Oh,
Windmill
man.
with your trunk.
Krill Troll doesn't need to earn
Krill-
respect. He can attack more than everyone else, so he just swings his axe in a circle.
I'm kind of
respect.
thinking the true measure of strength needs to be you have to succeed where Mass 44 failed. You have to pick up the ship.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm doing it
what
right
kind of
now.
strength-
Go for it. Roll a strength check.
strength check? Okay.
All right, let's be task oriented.
I'm in-
Let's do that
Strength
first.
check, right?
I'll also rage, and because of
Okay,
my
well-
totem spirit abilities, I will check it real quick. Even though it's already strength check.
Yeah,
I
it gives
get-
advantage on.
Oh! I crit the strength check for lifting the ship.
But you're not a barbarian.
Okay, hold on. Strength check. How do we do a strength check?
Just
first?
click on
That's
strength.
a saving throw. No, that's a saving throw. If you want to do a saving throw, I get to add a plus 12 to it. So strength check or strength saving throw?
Oh,
There you
you
go.
beat me by one.
30.
Oof.
Look at
So-
these assholes all flexing their muscles in
Yep.
front of each other.
I'm asking a question. Is it strength check or strength saving throw?
It should be a
Strength
strength check.
Check.
Okay, how do I do that?
Click the skill.
Yeah,
Just
just
click
click your
Oh, the
strength
skill- the
attribute.
skill itself.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
A lot of talking.
This is
Lots
like
of talking.
D&D in real life.
A lot of talking coming from Reeve and Haraj.
Here's the
Alright,
thing.
try.
I rolled a 20. I rolled a 26, not a 10.
Right, because it's advantage on strength throws.
No,
Sure, Reeve.
no.
Sure.
No, because you guys kept talking over me when I was explaining that my aspect of the bear, I have advantage.
Oh, you get
on
advantage on strength
yeah,
checks? Oh, nice
push,
one.
pull, lift, or break options. So
It's
by
okay.
the time we're all done fucking with the ship, it's gonna have a bunch of handholds and fucking rits in it from all the. No, it's mine. Mine.
Apparently, our team can rip this ship apart with our hands.
No, Krill Troll's just holding it above his
Not
head with
me.
one arm with his axe because he's taller than everyone, and you just see everyone else jumping up trying to get a hold of it.
Not the tallest. Wog is buddy 8'7".
So long rest, guys.
Yeah, the mission's done, so we're just gonna go back on the ship back to
My spell slots would say yes.
main dock, right?
Yeah, if nothing else, maybe get yourself a long rest on the shuttle ride to your next destination. Remember, as Captain said,
Ooh.
you can choose the order of which you choose to do the next destinations. One of them is the Illithid Casino. One of them is the Guild Hall. And one of them is the town of Bleak Rock. So a little bit of G3, a little bit of G1.
Which place should we go to next?
Krill Troll hates casinos.
Yeah, that casino left a bad taste in my mouth too.
Where's the casino? He
So
picks up his head.
are we going?
Isn't that where one of our characters died in the casino?
No,
Yeah.
that was Mass.
Mass.
It was
Mass
Norman.
died.
Was it Mass or Norman? I
It was
forget.
Mass. It was Mass.
Mass I did. It's quick, that was the way he tried to do it.
We're either going to a casino to destroy a lots of machinery, or we go to where old guild hall was at, which is presumably a flat piece of lead now. Or
Nah,
we go
nah,
to
casino, casino.
As long as the wall gets to read the bar, then he's fine.
I don't think we'll have time to
Krill Troll
drink. We have to kill these.
guild.
Hey, you want something to drink? I'll sub Meridian buy the alchemy jug real quick. So that's like what, 100? Oh, sorry, Mist Wander, however you say his name.
Fuck that guy.
Mist Swan.
Morlander.
Yeah.
I don't need it. Wog's
Yeah.
got that alchemist
More-
jug, so
yeah,
he's got free beer for life.
Mistwander
Yeah, so I'm gonna
is the
go.
human equivalent of fucking period cramps.
Well, I don't know. How much does that fucking thing cost again? What was it? The alchemy jug? I'm gonna buy it before we go on that mission because I want beer. Breathe.
I just realized I have 10 more speed than I thought I had.
Yeah, I just realized I forgot to add when I was getting those crits earlier. I forgot to add 2 extra D12 damage each time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and Daniel, just because I realize this too late all the time, my cloak of displacement means you have disadvantage on attack rolls against me,
Aw.
and I keep forgetting.
Aw. Alright. Well, I'll try to remember that, but I'll also try not to remember that.
Yeah, that's fair. It's up to me to keep on top of that.
So, Reed's going to buy the alchemy jug for 200. You have to give
Sure.
my discount.
Yeah, Morlander can be found on site in the same area where Meridian's old shop was. Otherwise, it sounds like we're leaning towards casino for next time. I've got all 3 of the maps built. I had 6 weeks, so whichever one you choose will be completely acceptable.
I feel
I'd
like
say
some
casino.
slots.
Well, we're not going there to play slots. We're going there to fuck shit
God
up.
damn it!
Yeah,
All right,
well,
let's fuck shit up.
throw in a casino so we can burn it to the
There
ground.
you go.
You can't
Let's
put a little
go,
side bet on the ponies.
We can't bet on stuff because then that means we have to stay there, and then this is going to be the aspect of Engelbert's greed, more than likely.
I can't
Well,
help it, I think it's super
you're
illegal.
starting to get a picture of where this is headed. Aspect of greed is definitely one of the 4 aspects that we will expect to face here.
And that's going to be at the casino because I remember how the character reacted at the casino, or yeah, how Boomkin was at the casino.
Sure.
Oh, where's your biggest table? It's 1,000 gold to play. Oh, that
Right.
doesn't seem like a lot. That doesn't seem like a lot to pay. I'll go ahead and keep rolling till I win.
Sure. And who knows?
If I can remember, she won big on that as well.
Yeah, she did. She did. Helped us out of a pinch more than once in and out of game. So definitely pulling at the heartstrings, playing this segment of the story without her. But it's also a joy to be able to share it with you guys. And I know for many of you, it has a personal connection with you as well. So it's not all lost.
Yeah, just yeah, you know.
Everything changes.
Yes, it do. Yes, it do. So yeah, we will get ourselves involved in the casino next Sunday. Remember, this is a crossover event for the next 3 Sundays coming up. And if you missed the post the other day for the Sunday morning groups, you can expect to level up twice over the course of this crossover. So probably after next session and then after the 4th session. So whatever your nihilist plans are for endgame, you can safely estimate that your characters will be 2 levels higher than you are right now. And then after that, it'll probably be a bit of a slower grind towards the final levels before we close out the Sunday campaigns altogether. Of course, that's months down the line, and then we reset those back to level 1 in the same mythos with new characters and all that stuff. But again, we're talking future stuff here for Sunday. The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday tables are on the cusp of that right now. They're playing their final 2 sessions over the next week and a half, 2 weeks here, before they will be resetting everything after our end game July 15 through July 20th. Thanks again for everything today here, friends. We will hopefully be back later this afternoon, 5 p.m. Pacific, or no, 6 p.m. Pacific, with G24 as they conduct a mission much the same as our Thursday group. A last-minute support in the hopes of finding and wrangling down some powerful undead that we might be able to use to hinder the Sith Lord that we will be facing imminently. Whenever you see Sith, you think of this fucking face. I am the Sith Commander. I am your doom. I will be killing many of your characters. But I'm also Daniel, your GM, and I have nothing but the utmost respect and love for each of you. We will catch you next time around, friends. Much love. There is no RU without you. Good afternoon, friends.
Daniel's the worst one out of the 2.
Bye.
I'm gonna break that mask. Reed's gonna break that fucking mask.
Alright, that took me a while to make that.
Well, he's not gonna break it in real life. I'm saying that Reed's gonna break it in game.
Oh yeah, true.
Cut that
Go for it.
son of a bitch. Next Sunday is going to be chaotic with more players join the table.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot more chaotic. Maybe with 2, maybe 3 buddy characters on the go.
This isn't a good example we're setting, guys, because when all the guys play together, shit gets done and we're on schedule. But every time we got females, it takes longer. This is not a good example we're setting.
That's true, but we do need girls in the game.
Yeah. Man, a lot of them do the Healy stuff. I might be a Healy character whenever we reset our characters and do that stuff.
don't remember when, in and out of consciousness. While others might be stressing out, we rely on our side to help us out. And it's obvious now, finally, I know you're gonna underplay it, but it's time to move on from this. We're derailing, and we're not what we used to be. So life is different than we imagined it would be. We're not the first, we're not the last. While others may be restless too, we were always far ahead.